Yo, did you see they added a new show right before us?
No.
What is it? Some finance show or what, like an AI tutorial or something? It's another wrestling show called The Quick Count. They break down the ins and outs of Pro Wrestling Weekly. They aired one show. They already have like 35,000 subs. The hell? Right before us? I'm going to kill Kevin. I am so tired of getting screwed by him. By everyone, dude. This was supposed to be the year that we finished the story. The year that I finished my story. Hey, relax. Look, everyone who's ever worked for me has gone on to do great things. Let's approach this right. We'll send them some lunch. See if we can't come to, to an understanding. Okay, I trust you. But hey, like, you know you're not my boss, right? Yeah, right.
Yeah, so 8-bit, yeah, we just need you guys to go on a little bit earlier today. Yeah, the quick count group's out.
Yeah,
today.
you know, I hate to hear that, Kevin.
Okay.
I think we can step in and help you out. Just appreciate you realizing how important we are and what we do here, how hard it is, right? So really respect you groveling and begging us to save your ass, and appreciate you saying please as well.
I'm doing great opportunity here, and now you're trying to act like I'm begging you. Like, do not hang up on me.
Hey, what did Kevin want? He just wanted to let me know the Quick Count crew is out sick. It's some stomach bug or something. Oh, that is terrible. Dude, I hate to hear that. But sounds like you and I have some work to do then. Yeah, I mean, it is kind of convenient, though. They get sick after we buy them lunch, and now we have their spot. Yeah, it sounds like a crazy amount of luck we're having.
Enough!
What?
Enough! I know it was you, damn it.
You poisoned them, didn't you? You drove down to the sushi spot, you stuffed the DoorDash order with rat poison, delivered it yourself, and you knew they wouldn't notice because no one, and I mean no one, knows who the hell you are. Oh, so you think just because I have motive, I have access, and I have no alibi that I did it? Yes! Well, it's because I did. What? Wait, what? Hey, sometimes you got a Drew McIntyre situation. If they ain't jumping you, you jump them. You psychopath. Relax. They'll be back next week. Unlike Cody, bro, I finished my story. And welcome back to 1, 2, ooh. You think WrestleDream settled everything? Nah. This week, we're talking about the fallouts, the title flips, and one of those WWE did it again moments. We're breaking down Dynamite, Raw, and SmackDown. Who won, who lost, and who should you be watching? And before we get started, I just want to take a moment and thank everyone who's already subscribed to the channel. If you haven't had a chance to do so already, please, it does it a lot to help our site. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button before I hit your ass with an RKO out of nowhere. Let's get into it. This week, Raw was chaotic. The world title was vacated by Seth frickin' Rollins, and we had to find a new contender. So, like any good show, we set a battle royal for the number one contender spot. And it honestly just left me completely confused and a little bummed. But let's jump into Raw. So at the start of the show, Adam Pearce announces that Seth Rollins is being stripped of the world title. And he asks Braun Breaker and Paul Heyman and Bronson Reed to please just kindly surrender the belt. Braun Breaker did. As long as he said please. Which he did. But then he removed the vision from the Battle Royal, even though Paul Heyman said please. God, that word just doesn't work like it used to. Damn. Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed have it out with Paul Heyman in the back, but Paul reminds him, hey, I'm Paul Heyman. Trust me, a lot of great people have trusted me. And look where it got them. Right? But it was truly Becky Lynch who stole the show back here. She catches Paul Heyman outside of Adam Pearce's office. And this promo that Becky cuts, it opens up the doors for the revenge of Seth Rollins coming back. This babyface tour that Seth Rollins is going to go on when he returns, saying to Paul Heyman, he knew you were going to betray him. He's just surprised it took you so long. AJ Styles and Dragon Lee defeat Finn Balor and JD McDonough. And damn, it is awesome to see these tag titles head over to a new team. A bit surprised that they did it with AJ Styles and Dragon Lee, but hell, I love it. Honestly, the tag division in the WWE has been, I'm going to call it what I'm going to call it. It's been kind of shit. So I love whenever they can elevate and put the belts on someone new. Hopefully this brings some other stories. Hopefully they get defended more and we just get more out of them. But what a terrible night for the Judgment Day. You have JD and Finn losing the tag titles. Roxanne losing her match. Things are only looking up for one. But now we got to talk about the Battle Royal. We have this Battle Royal where you don't have a single member of the Vision in it. And lo and behold, who wins? Jey Uso. And look, I got it. I love Uso. But I was just hoping for something else here. I thought they had a prime opportunity to even let an LA Knight or somebody else go over here. But instead it's Jey Uso. And I get the story they're trying to tell between him and Jimmy. There's a moment in this match where he ends up dumping Jimmy up and out of the ring after Jimmy had saved him earlier from being eliminated. And even that felt like a miss to me because I think there's a better story to tell. What if you reverse the roles? What if it was Jimmy that dumped Jey over and cost Jey this match? And he could use the whole argument of like, hey, you said we had to look out for ourselves. But they didn't go that angle. They went the safe route. And I think that's what bothers me about this pick. We're getting Jey Uso versus CM Punk, and yeah, I don't know if it's the match anybody really wants. Now we jump over to AEW, coming off of WrestleDream. Kazuchika Okada retained the AEW Unified Championship against Bandito, finishing with the Rainmaker and keeping his top slot locked down. Samoa Joe made it clear. He's coming for Hangman. If you hold the belt, you think you're the man, you need to keep looking over your shoulder because Samoa Joe will be there. These two are clearly on to another collision course match. I say do no holds barred. Let them go all out. Let's have one more banger. AEW highlights its women's tag team titles division, and they are setting up to have a tag team tournament to crown the first inaugural AEW women's tag team champions. And I gotta say, I love that they're going to have tag titles for the women. I think it's the right decision. So they had a 4-team match, and the winner of this match was going to get to decide who they face first in this tournament. Ultimately, Jamie Hayter and Queen Aminata pull out the win, and they have decided to face the Sisters of Sin. But I got to say, AEW is throwing their stars into this, and they're making it feel like a really big deal. I love this. And then probably my favorite moment of the week, Mercedes Moné, Ultimo Moné, comes out to celebrate her 12th title win, and the CEO shows up, but not alone. And the greatest part about all of wrestling is that we can sometimes just get silly stupid. And I'm here to say, puppets belong in wrestling, damn it! And Harley Cameron proved it. She brought out puppet Mercedes Moné, the CEO, dancing it up, and they both get put down in some cake. This was fun. This was a cool moment, and it's awesome to see Mercedes Moné understanding how to be a heel and understanding how to play her role perfectly. Well, now we got to jump over to SmackDown, where good old corporate Cody was here to kick off the show, meeting up with Jey Uso. Jimmy let him know, thanks for having Jacobs back, man. I appreciate that. Anytime. Don't you ever worry about it. But Jimmy didn't seem like he was going to let this one go. He was looking for Drew. Cody came out, talking to the crowd. Drew McIntyre came out. This promo was great. Really nice to set up the match that they're going to be having at Saturday night's main event. So I'm extremely pumped for this match. I do think Drew has to go over here. I think it's so much better for the story if Drew wins this match, but this isn't a prediction show. It's more of a show of what happened. Drew comes out, says it couldn't have been him. And if anybody thought it was him, why would they give him the number one contenders match? Of course they wouldn't. Our general manager has never done anything crazy like that before, right? I don't think so. Anyways, Drew makes his point, talks about being screwed over multiple times and how this time Corporate Cody's not going to get over it. But my favorite part of this promo was him stating, maybe it's time for me to finish the story, Cody. He is just psychologically picking at Cody, and Cody is clearly losing it because Cody tried to fight him here, but it was Jey Uso who comes out and jumps Drew McIntyre while he's doing the promo with Cody. Obviously, they're building his match here. This was all good. You have Sami Zayn running into Ilya Dragunov, congratulating him on his win and telling him, you're the guy. You're the guy to keep the open challenge going. It takes a special kind of guy to just come out and face random people and take brutal beatings week after week, and that guy, well, damn it, it's you. So, of course, Ilya Dragunov came out and did it. And who answered the call? Aleister Black. I know the intros are kind of silly and dramatic with him, but I do enjoy Selena Vega being a part of his little team here and her coming out. The match was unbelievable. They were going all out. And Ilya Dragunov, I'm shocked he's not injured more with the way he takes some of these spills and some of the bumps he's willing to take. This guy just goes 110 every time he's out there, and it looks brutal. It just looks so brutal. And you got Selena Vega. She was like all hyped up on Mountain Dew, flying around like a flying squirrel out there, hitting him with Hurricane Ranas into the wall. She later on ends up jumping and attacking Damian Priest, who came out to interrupt this match. And Ilya ultimately gets the win due to the distraction from Damian Priest. But I think you have a lot of good story going on here. The only thing I hate is I think every match on this show had some sort of interruption or some sort of outside interference, and I just don't think you need to do that nonstop. I don't think it needs to be every match. Not every story needs to be told that way. I just don't think you need to do it for every match, and it felt like a lot, and it didn't feel like it needed to happen here. I would have liked to see Ilya just win clean and just go from there. Let Ilya win, and then you could have had Damian come out afterwards, or they could have even done something in the back, but it is what it is. I'm excited for this feud between Damian and Aleister. I think it can just keep elevating, and you can push them through. They're both great performers, so it'll be a good time. But Ilya Dragunov, awesome. Love him with this belt. Tiffany Stratton took on Kiana James, and I gotta say, I wasn't really interested in this match, but it was a good match overall. I thought their styles matched up really well. Both super gymnastic-y, like athletic. Were able to do a bunch of things. Kiana James actually looked really good in this match. These are the matches that make me look at it and go, why did they let her just get destroyed by Mi Jin in 2 seconds? I don't know. They make weird decisions, but the match was really solid, but this wasn't the story. The story was Tiffany Stratton gets the dub, takes the win here. After the match, Julia comes in, obviously starts beating her up, jumps her, Kiana's jumping her, and out comes Jade Cargill to save her. Yeah, Jade Cargill to the ring to save G.I. Barbie. And after saving her, holds her hand up, says, yeah, this is your champ. Turns around, looks like she's going to walk out of the ring, turns right back around, and just throws Tiffany Stratton a violent beating. And this is the Jade Cargill I love. This heel, mean, ruthless, doesn't give a shit about anyone but herself, and just throws vicious beatings. It wasn't like she hit her with one finisher and that was it. It was just a beating. Just punch after punch. So I like this, and I can't wait to see where it goes. Jey Uso gets what he finally wants, and he has a street fight with Drew McIntyre. Match was really good. Solid from start to finish. These two went out into the crowd. They were fighting through the audience. They get back into the ring. Ultimately, you have this moment where Jimmy puts Drew through a table. Looks like he's going up for the splash, and Drew just picks a chair up and throws it right at Jimmy's head. Smashes him. Hits him with the Claymore. Drew McIntyre wins the match. But that wasn't it. Drew had to go and take the chair. He puts it around Jimmy's head, and he's like strangling him with it, just screaming at him, you wanted this, I didn't do it, now you're getting this, blah, blah, blah. Cody comes out, obviously, to make the save, because 10 security guards couldn't stop Drew, but Cody for sure can. So Cody comes to the ring. He's fighting off Drew, gets him out of the ring, throws him out. He goes to help up Jimmy, and then he turns around and eats a Claymore kick. The show ends with Drew McIntyre standing strong. The only reason I hate this is it makes me very nervous that my boy Drew is not going to win. And damn it, we need Drew to win. justice for Drew. So this week in wrestling, we had puppets eating cake, and we had Drew McIntyre getting screwed. So, relatively a pretty normal week all in all. But now it's time for our 1, 2, ooh of the week. This is the moment where I tell you what I think the biggest mistake wrestling has made. One of those opportunities where they had a moment that they could have done something so fantastic. You were so close. Oh, but you kick out right at the end. And we love it. But we didn't love this moment. And for me this week, it was definitely Jey Uso winning the Battle Royal. I like Jey Uso. I have no problem with Jey. I just feel like there's a better angle we could have gone here. I was clamoring for LA Knight. I think sometimes you don't need to do the obvious or do what you think is the most fan-friendly thing. It's okay to tell other stories. It's okay to do other things. And they had an opportunity here to do it. One of the beautiful things of opportunities like this, when you do battle royals and you do things where anyone has a chance, even, Tagawa was in this thing. Tagawa could have won. Who knows? Anyone could have a chance. I just hate that we went back to a guy who I know would earn a title shot even without this moment. You could have done something here. And sure, LA Knight would have been one of those guys who, yeah, he's going to at some point maybe one day get a title shot. I think the pop would have been bigger. I think people want to see a fresh match, something new. And I've seen Jey with the belt. I've seen Jey now with the belt twice. I know what I'm going to get with Jey with the belt. I think we need something fresh here, and I wish we would have gone a different angle. I also think massive mistake at least not putting Bronson Reed in the Battle Royal. Explain to me how this happens in the back. You're sitting around and you're like, well, let's see. The guy who just beat Roman Reigns? Nope, he's not a number one contender. Give me Tagawa. All right. So that's this week in wrestling. AEW kept the flame going coming out of WrestleDream. But I am finding myself wondering if their stories are getting a little stale. I want to see a little more from AEW, be a little more creative. I do miss some of the crazier stories that they've done in the past, the things they've done with Hangman and Swerve and that Tony Storm and Mariah May story. Bring me some of that gold back, please. And WWE, can we just stop screwing Drew McIntyre for just a week? Just 1 week? Damn, my man's got a title match next week and you put him in a no disqualifications match? God, Corporate Cody. Ugh. But look, hit me up in the comments. Do you think Drew is bringing the gold home? And what was your 1, 2, ooh moment of the week? Don't forget to hit the like. Drop me some comments. And smash that subscribe faster than an RKO out of nowhere, so you never miss an episode of 1, 2, ooh.